Okay, so today I'm going to be reacting to every Digimon opening for the original Japanese version. I'm pretty sure I've already seen all the openings for the English version, or at least most of the openings. And I really haven't seen any of the Japanese versions, so this will be entirely blind, with the exception of the first one, Butterfly, I have seen. I think I mentioned before, I used to have like an internship in Japan. While I was over there, some of the other interns, we would go and do karaoke every now and then. There was one guy who would sing Butterfly every single time we did karaoke. So for me, even though I didn't watch this version growing up, that song has like a nostalgic quality to me, just because I associate it with back when I was in Japan doing stuff. So that's interesting. I will say I never liked Butterfly as much as the English version. The Digimon opening season one for the American version is like it's not a good song at all, but that nostalgia is so deep rooted in me that it's hard to take out. You don't have to roast me in the comments. Everyone at the time when I said that in Japan, they already roasted me for it. So, whatever. But yeah. Anyway, let's get right into this. Consider leaving a comment, subscribing, liking. People have been requesting more tokusatsu stuff. I'll get around to that eventually, but leave a specific request in the comments if you want. And yeah, so consider subscribing and let's go. It's interesting that they chose to keep that same opening shot for the English version, the American version. The kind of whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, so not much to say about that one. Like I've said, I've seen that one a bunch of times before, but it's interesting that they like kept so much of the original footage while completely changing the song. And also, I think they even maybe kept that footage largely in order. Obviously they like spliced it up a little bit here and there. The video isn't like exactly the same between the American and Japanese versions, but they're more similar than I would have thought. So, just a little bit surprised to be reminded of that. But yeah, not too much to say there. I will say, I guess, while we're here, and I forgot to say it up top, obviously Digimon's a show that I watched when I was a kid, so I have some level of familiarity with the franchise. And so I watched this first season, then the second season, then I watched like a little bit of the third season and a little bit of the fourth season, and maybe even a like the tiniest amount of the fifth season, like maybe one or two episodes. That's about it. So anything beyond that fifth season is I'm completely blind, no idea what's going on there, and just a tad bit of familiarity with the fourth and fifth. But yeah, this is pretty cool. O2. All right, that was like kind of a, in some sense, like a bad looking digital effect, but it looked cool still. It wasn't like technically competent, but it looked nice. Vmon. They're already spoiling that Wormon's gonna become a good guy, apparently. Hmm. That guy was my favorite, the drill dude. Those two were fire. Oh, they were already. They had like the mega evolutions up there, the like fusion evolutions. That's awesome. That's actually kind of bad. I'm glad I didn't have that spoiled for me when I was a kid. When I saw that, that shit was amazing. Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't know that was coming. I probably did see it in like a kids. What was it? It was like a Fox Kids. Coming up next, they'd have like a preview for what's going on in like the next episode. You know, to hype it up. In like the little bumpers in between shows. So I probably did have some idea that was coming, but you know. At least I didn't have to see it in the opening every single time. Come on. Or maybe this was just the last opening. They probably have various iterations of the video for each opening. I'm sure they use the exact same music every time, but so maybe they just spoiled that at the very end when I was getting closer to that time. That would make sense. It would especially make sense because they show I don't know his name, even in the English version. I don't know his name, but Digimon Emperor dude with Wormmon, they show him clearly being a good guy. So that's another little spoiler there that they probably would have kept hidden for like an earlier version of the animation for the intro. But maybe not. Maybe they just use the same one the entire time. How would I know? I certainly would not. One other thing I'm reminded of is the lady with the blue hair. I was always like vaguely creeped out by her as a kid because she's like this human adult woman, which we just never see in the digital world. And at least in the American version, as far as I recall, they're always are treating her as if she's a Digimon. And it's so creepy just to have an adult woman just mysteriously there being treated like a Digimon. I don't remember what her deal was, but that was always a little bit unsettling to me as a kid. But anyway, that song was fine, you know. Tamers. This is the one everyone says is the best one, right? I had all of these Digimon devices, Digi devices as a kid, these toys. I didn't have the one for 01, but I had the 02 Digi device and the 03 Digi, or Tamers Digi device. Mm, I had that thing's toy as well. You had the blue one. Mm. Yeah, those were like shaded out. They're like just silhouettes, right? Before the reveal in the show. The sunglasses. Impamon. That's a fire evolution for Impmon. I feel like Impmon does not deserve an evolution that fire, but alright, that was my favorite song out of the three. I really enjoyed that song. Actually, I'm reminded of how many of these toys I had. I guess there's no reason to list how all the toys I had, but like I had a lot of Digimon toys. I'm suddenly being reminded of. I had a lot of action figures. I had like a Greymon action figure that would transform. Had like a Garurumon action figure that would transform. I had like the fusion. I had a bunch of stuff. Another thing I'm suddenly thinking about, apropos of nothing, like they didn't translate the names or change the names when they brought the Digimon over from Japan to America for like the Digidestined Digimon. For like the enemy Digimon or like side character Digimon, they'll just give them like appropriate translations of the names or something that would be like somewhat similar. But like Agumon, why it seems like they would change the name for Agumon. This was like a 4 kids dub, right? Like they don't care about authenticity. What are they going for? It's an interesting choice. I don't really know why they didn't do that. Same thing, I guess, for Pikachu, really. It applies to Pokemon too. I don't know why they didn't translate Pikachu's name to something because they like changed the Pokemon names for like every other Pokemon. but they left Pikachu in the Japanese as well. I mean, it was a good choice. Obviously, Pokemon took off anyway, and Pikachu was still the most popular mascot character, so it didn't hinder them at all. But I'd be interested in learning what the decision making process was behind that, because to me, it's very contradictory towards their path, the path of localization they took for everything else. I don't know why they made the arbitrary decision to leave those names intact. But anyway. I probably saw like 10 episodes of this Digimon Frontier. Yeah. It's a stick shot. Burn up and go. That one looks so cool. He does the sword thing. That's burned into my brain. I don't know if I ever saw these evolutions, to be honest. I guess I didn't watch the show that much. So I never saw those evolutions. Okay, that song kind of had a butterfly feel. I think they were intentionally going for a song that sounded similar to the first opening song, or at least that's what I got out of it. I will say, so the English version of the song, the American version of the Frontier opening is a banger. That song is so good. Legitimately, if you in the comments can like link me to a full version of that song, I doubt one exists, but if it does, please send it to me because I would listen to that recreationally, and I do. In fact, just listen to the Frontier song every now and again, just recreationally, because it's such a good song. So it really didn't matter what this was. It was never going to live up to that American Frontier song, which is just so good. But you know, this is pretty good. The animation in this one I really like. There are a lot of shots from this, especially with the I don't know, Cyber Wolf guy with him like crossing his swords with the ball of light appearing in the middle. That's been really ingrained into my head for a while. And this is the season where they like turn into the Digimon, right? Yeah, I don't really remember what the story was, but I do remember they don't have like Digimon partners. They like turn into the Digimon themselves, which was an interesting twist on that. I think it's the only one where they do that, but we'll see, I guess. Saviors. Yeah, okay, I saw 1 or 2 episodes of this. Greymon look great over there. Oh yeah, this guy is super strength, right? He doesn't even need a Digimon. That Greymon looks fun. Okay. I'll say, just looking at that, I don't like the human character designs as much. I think it's just because they're a little bit older than maybe the characters we've seen in previous seasons. That may be why, and it's also possibly that the art design was a little bit different as well. The characters look they obviously don't look realistic. They look just a hair more realistically proportioned than the characters we've seen in previous seasons, and part of that is just due to their intended age. But I think the art direction also changed a little bit. Yeah, I just don't care for it as much. But you know, the Digimon look cool. Yeah, other than that, kind of, I don't know, a generic opening. Maybe there was something special there that I missed, but you know, it's fun. Oh, Sabers has two unique openings. Okay. It's a rival character. All right. That Digimon, the red one in the foreground, that looks cool. Not a huge fan of that design, or that one either, but it's fine. Fire, fire, less fire. Couldn't see that one well. Fire. Okay, I like that one a little bit more than the last one. A little bit of a darker tone, a little bit more somber. A lot of characters just kind of sitting there, looking melancholy, obviously contemplating either their past or whatever troubles they have afflicting them in the series. Yeah, song was a little bit better in my opinion too, and yeah, I don't know, get some shots of the final evolutions. I think we had a few of them in the one previous to this, but some definitely more extended views here. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. Extros War. Oh, I've seen the ending to this. I really like that red Digimon, main Digimon's design. It's like a really streamlined Agumon. Hmm. Wait, are they combining? Oh wow, they combine like a mech? I don't know how I feel about that. That's kinda fire. They're doing like a Power Rangers thing. Yo, they do. All right, that's a little bit fire. Yeah, they combine in like a Power Rangers Megazord type of way. Yeah, so I guess isn't that like completely unique or original for the franchise? Obviously, we've had fusions before. We had that in the Digimon movie. Oh, I have that Digimon movie poster. That's the original Japanese theatrical poster. I had that like imported. These posters in the back, they're just all like original things I've had like imported. Japanese theatrical posters, I don't know what's up over there, but they like keep them in really good condition. They're not expensive. The shipping is probably going to be just as expensive as the poster themselves. So I like have a small collection of those anyway. But we saw a fusion in the first Digimon movie, not that one, but the first one, the Hosoda one. I think it was Mamoru Hosoda who directed that one. And then obviously we see it in O2 as well. There are like several fusions, a couple of different fusions in O2. So this isn't completely unique, but it's definitely a different take on it. It's also more than two Digimons, like the three Digimon combining to make it. So that's interesting. Oh, I was going to say, I've seen the final fight in this. So I do a panel sometimes at anime conventions, like anime crossovers. So anytime there's a crossover in anime, I like try and keep a mental note of that, and then I'll like talk about it and show a clip in my panel. So towards the end of this season, I don't know. I guess no one cares about spoilers if you're watching this video, but I still won't spoil anyway. But there are a bunch of crossovers towards the end of this, and so I've watched that one clip, but that's the only exposure I have to this season. If this was released in America, then I certainly never saw any of that. But yeah, the opening itself, pretty standard stuff. The designs here are a lot more sleek than other Digimon designs, like all of it. It's been I don't know what you'd say. So for like Pokemon, I think of this. The Pokemon designs become a lot more like sleek over time. there's like a lot of personality and kind of weird shapes and kind of, I don't know, unexpected realism in certain aspects in those original designs early on. And then everything becomes kind of like big-eyed, more anime stylized as it goes forward, which I think if you were to take like, I don't know, like a survey or like a survey of the populace, how people react to the designs, I think you'd get more generally more positive reaction for like the newer Pokemon designs than the older ones, but I just prefer kind of the older one looks. This is, I think, going in that direction where they've kind of like really stylized everything in a way that I guess like it kind of you have to say it looks better to a certain extent, but there's a real loss of personality here in these designs, in my opinion. I'm not really going to criticize it for that, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, I've been talking about this too long. Let's go. Oh, second one for this one? Alright. That one looks kind of fire. Slightly. No, it's the same one. Okay. But the way they like shaded it made it look different. Who is this? Is that a Digimon? That could just be an adult woman. If you told me that was just an adult woman, I would believe you. Oh, I got to see the transformation. Okay. That was sweet. Oh, yo. Dog, that's sick. That's sick. Look at him. Dog. Dog. That was the greatest Digimon transformation. That was fire. Okay. Dog, that was really fire. That like long ass transformation scene they had in the middle, that was awesome. It just kept going on and on and on. Uh yeah, I don't know. That was just really cool. And then obviously the music, it's probably my second favorite song out of all of these so far. I kind of enjoy those generic poppy ballad like things. That was good. And then yeah, seeing these characters, you have this woman on the side here. I can clearly tell she's supposed to be a Digimon here because she would be a 12-foot tall woman if she was a human woman. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this Digimon that just look like humans. That always is a it's a little bit unsettling to me, but it is what it is. Um, I have to say, I'm not like crazy about the actual look of these final evolutions, like the gold monster thing here. It's not a crazy good design in my opinion, but the transformation to get to that gold monster, fire, absolutely fire. Also, those things at the bottom look like the character from FLCL, but just green. Anyway. Wait, what is this? What is Exos? Or... Because it seems like the main character changed? What's going on? And they have 3 openings? Some new Digidestin? I do not like this poop Digimon. Don't need the mecha poop. He just has a gap. All right, so that one was also good. I also like that one, but I'm just confused about what the story in this one is. I'm gonna have to, I guess, Google that. Yeah, because I don't really know what's going on. Digimon Universe. It's a fire name. It's a good logo too. 完璧なヒーロー。This may be my favorite one, I gotta say. Oh. There's that one shot towards the end where the main character Digimon, the red one with the red hat, he's like in CG doing like an attack, and that CG looked really bad. But other than that, I think this is probably my favorite opening out of the Japanese ones. I have to say that song was good. It's the type of song I would listen to on my own. And like I don't know, there's just a lot of action going on, a lot of things moving around. Towards the beginning there, you see the main character not like super impressive, but a little bit of thought went into this, a little bit of artistry when he's like half the screen is like characters in color living like a happy life or whatever, and he's like not miserable, but on the other half of the stream he's just kind of screen, he's just chilling. He's in like black and white, obviously showing like a disconnect between whatever other people are going through and what he's going through, and they show that in like a couple different situations, like at home or at a store or at like school. And then his buddy like comes up to him and like bridges the gap, and they're both in color and they link up, and that's it. You know, that's something. They had some cool little ideas going on in this. That's I don't know, I like this. This is my favorite of them so far. um this is also the best character design for what I assume is the rival character, that black edgy looking guy over there. But maybe it's the girl that's the rival character. That would also be a nice change of pace. This is a remix of Butterfly. Oh, this is the new one. Yeah. Let's get it. Oh my love. For Digimon Try. This is for a try. This isn't for the remake. Yamato. Sora. Oh, her name really was Sora. Okay. Izumi. Tashikawa. Tashikawa didn't have a last name. Hiro didn't have. Oh, Joe. Oh, his name actually was Joe. That's surprising. Yagami Hikari. Wait, wait. This girl's name is Yagami Hikari. Her name is Light Yagami. Her name is actually Light Yagami. Are you kidding me? Her name is. Okay, I'm done. I'm out. Do they still have an antagonistic relationship towards each other? Because like obviously, I don't know how much time has happened between Try and the end of the, I guess, O2, but they appear to be adults as far as I can tell there, and they still seem to be indicating there's some tension between the two of them. But anyway, yeah, that was definitely my favorite kind of bumped out that last one just at the end there, as it should be. So there's the remake, which I don't see featured here, but I don't know. Maybe I can do that one at some other time, because that's all this video seems to have. So this was a nice stroll through memory lane. I still cannot believe her name is Light Yagami. Light Yagami? Are you kidding me? Um, I guess Light's parents were about to name him Hikari, but they were like, ah, no, that name's already been taken by Digimon. We can't do that. Actually, Hikari's probably a girl's name anyway. So anyway, look, it was a joke. Don't take me seriously. But yeah, those were fun to watch. So anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know what the deal is. And leave some suggestions if you want to. And other than that, catch you next time, guys. Take care.